There's a secret to sounding more fluent in Russian, and it's simpler than you think. Living in Russia for 2 years taught me that Russians take simple words I already knew and combine them in ways I wasn't taught in school. And by doing this, they create catchy phrases that are used every day. Think, no way, instead of, I can't believe that. In this video, I'm going to teach you 10 of these phrases. They come from words you already know, are fun to use, and will instantly improve your Russian. Давайте начнем. Всем привет, меня зовут Jared, и я делаю русский язык легким. I want to give you a little tip before we get into the 10 phrases here. A lot of these are going to be from words you already know. Like I already said, they're very simple, easy to memorize. I'm going to give you the literal meanings to them, but don't focus on that so much. If you know what the words mean, focus more on their connotations or the feeling that they derive within you when you hear them. You'll remember them faster that way. Does that make sense? Okay, the first one is nichevo. You probably learned this as nothing, and it means that, nothing. So if you're walking down the street and you accidentally bumped into someone and you said, oh, извините, they may respond and say nichevo. It's like, oh, nothing. It's no big deal. That's what it means. Nichevo, no big deal. The next one, you may not know the first word here, volt. If you don't, it's a very good Russian word to learn. Real easy, volt. And then the second word in this phrase, imena, comes from the root word imya, which means name, as in my name is. So here's how they sound in Russian when they put it together and see if you can get the feeling. Вот именно. Okay, it's like exactly, or that's exactly what I'm saying, or that's my point. That's what I'm trying to point out to you. Вот именно. Emphasis and then namely, exactly. That's what they're trying to say there with that. Вот именно. Okay, the next one's a little different. It kind of took me a while to figure out because it's a verb in the past tense. Я пошел. And literally it means I've gone or I've left. But they use it to mean it's time for me to go. It's I'm leaving. Я пошел. Or if you're winding up your conversation there and things are winding down, you just say, Я пошел. I'm out of here. You can also put the plural ending on it and use it with like мы. Мы пошли. We're leaving. So if you're with your friends, мы пошли. It's like, okay, we're out of here. Мы пошли. The next one uses вот again, and it just means emphasis. And I'm not going to tell you what this one means. I'm just going to give it to you in Russian. And the words are simple enough. I think you'll be able to get it. And again, just go for that meaning. What does it sound like it means to you? What feeling does it convey to you when you hear it? And remember, volt, if you don't know that word, just adds emphasis. The phrase is вот это да. And you'll hear him say it, вот это да. Okay? When they're talking, when they're saying something and they want to say, that's exactly right, or that's my point, or that's what I'm saying, вот это да. Это, means this, and da means yes. So emphasis, this is yes, or exactly what I'm saying, or that's right. I agree. Вот это да. All right, you guys, if you're learning something from this video, smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Spasiba. Okay, here's another one. I'm going to give you one word to the phrase, and then I think you'll know the rest of them. The Russian word is tak. I don't know if you know that word or not, but it's another great Russian word. It's kind of like вот. It's just short and simple, and they say it all the time. You're not going to go a day without hearing the verb tak. It doesn't have a literal translation. It has a bunch of different meanings. It can have the connotation to mean like this. So if you're showing somebody how to do something, maybe, they're having a hard time closing up a box of those four-sided boxes. You're like, no tak. You do it like that. That's not the phrase I'm giving you. I'm just teaching you the word tak here. The other time you'll hear it a lot of times is when they're talking and they'll talk. You'll hear him say that. It's like, yep, like that. I get it. It's kind of like how we would say, sort of thing like that. Okay. Again, that's not the phrase. I'm trying to teach you the word here. So here's the phrase. Как это так? Как это так? Как, is how. Это is this. So how is this? And then tak is kind of like this. So how is it like this? Как это так? Like, how can that be? Or how is that possible? That's kind of how the feeling that it conveys. It's not the literal translation, but that's what they're trying to convey in that meaning. Как это так? How can that be? All right, here's another one you hear all the time that I always got a kick out of for some reason. I'm going to give it to you again, see if you can get the feeling in Russian. Ну и что? Ну и что? So, nu means well, e is and что is what. Well and what? Okay, so basically they're saying, so what? Let's say you're discussing something and you feel like you've made a strong point, and they kind of look back at you and say, ну и что? It's like, so what? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything to me. All right, here's another one. Remember ничего, that word I gave you earlier that means nothing, but it's also like no big deal? Sometimes they'll throw the себе on it and say, ничего себе. So себе is worthy of a whole video on its own, but it literally means to oneself. So when they say ничего себе, it's like, can you believe it? Sort of thing. Or, whoa, that's impressive. Or, I can't believe you just did that. Very nice, sort of thing. It's that kind of like, that's impressive. Didn't know that was possible, or didn't know you could do that, or didn't know I could do that, sort of thing. Here's another one. I'll give you the second word here. You may not know it. It's ladna. Ladna. You hear that all the time. It's like, it's okay, or don't worry about it. Forget it. So when they say this phrase, again, see if you can get the meaning, da ladna. Da ladna. It's like, yeah, whatever. That's literally how we would translate it into English. Whatever. Da ladna. It's like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Da ladna. Whatever. All right. You'll know both of these words. Again, see if you can feel the meaning. If you're talking and you say something that is maybe a little outlandish or hard to believe, and they go, да вы что? Да вы что? Yes, you what? It's like, well, are you kidding me? That's kind of how we would translate there. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Sometimes they'll leave off the da and just go, вы что? Вы что? It's like, what? You got to be kidding me. Are you serious? That's what it means there. All right, here's another one. Super easy. You hear this one all the time. Da-da. It just means yes, yes. It's kind of like, I know, I get it, I understand. Da-da, da-da. You're agreeing with them. Don't need to belabor the point anymore. All right, now that you've got those 10 phrases and you're sounding more fluent, more native, go check out this video where I'm going to talk about the 10 mistakes most beginners make. Don't make those. Use these phrases. You're going to be so much farther ahead in your Russian. It's going to be awesome. Спасибо. Увидимся.